Welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. It is time for a bit more from Deberti. Because for 80 points of this series you can get yourself the Deberti Design Ford Mustang GT. It has 750 brake horsepower, 653 foot-pounds of torque and weighs 3,820 pounds. However, it does also have a 5-litre engine. Now to be honest, it does look pretty cool indeed, especially in the black. And going to the inside, well, not much changes on the inside apart from these fancy looking sort of things when you rev it up a bit. And now let's go ahead and take a listen. So going to the upgrade shop, let's go ahead and take a look immediately at conversion and seeing what we can do. I've also had a message in, which is pretty cool. We have got 3 different engine swaps to go with. We have got an 8.4 litre V10, a 7.7 litre V12, and an 8.9 V8 dual supercharged engine capable of making 1,500 brake horsepower, but we'll come back to that. We can also go ahead and twin turbo the original engine, taking 750 up to almost 900 brake horsepower. However, I'm going to go ahead and just put this thing onto some semi-slicks and we're going to make this thing an S1 race build. In terms of aero, what do we have? For the front, we have got ourselves a wonderful Forza aero, and for the back, we have also got a massive Forza wing or no wing at all. Heading over to the paint shop, we have got nothing in advanced, and going to manufacturer colours, we have only just one, but let's go ahead and see how this thing looks in a bright white. Well, that really shows off the detail a lot more. That's actually really cool. I like that. But we'll keep it in the manufacturer black for now because we have got a race to go and do. And hopefully one we can win. Now, I've had the chance to see a Mustang GT in person, and to be quite honest, they are quite nice cars. However, I've never had a chance to see the Deberti Mustang in person, so if anybody happens to own one, you know, go ahead and send me a message on Twitter. And away we go. There's another Mustang immediately to our right, so we're going to go ahead and just pass that very quickly. Thank you very much. I was genuinely hoping we could actually pass that one. And then going up to the corner, let's see how to do in our first turn with this thing. Do we do good? Actually, we do. We've actually kind of made up some spaces there. Awesome. And through here we go, taking over a Corvette and also taking over first place in the process. Please brake. So as it turns out, this thing's a little bit of a pain to drive, especially when you're trying to, you know, really push this thing. But honestly, it's still pretty fun. So you get lucky. Oh God, where are we going? And so here we are coming up to the line, bouncing off the wall yet again, and across we go. This thing has quite the thing for walls, but still it doesn't matter because we do have ourselves a first place in a time of 1 minute 59. And out of that we get a wheel spin. Do we get anything good? Actually, yeah, we kind of do. So after what turned out to be an actually good piece of racing, let's go ahead and throw this thing in with the 1,500 brake horsepower engine, and we're going to go ahead and of course all-wheel drive swap it just so we can you know, go in a straight line without running over too many people. And let's go ahead and see what this thing can do when we get out to the drag strip. But first I've got to go ahead and just tune a few things. I'll be right back. And here we... oh come on, it's happened again. There we go, that's better. Right, what was I saying? Oh yeah, time to do a wheelie check. Do we get anything with this thing? No. Right, over to the drag strip we go. Drag. Yep, that's what we came here to do. Right, let's go ahead and line ourselves up, get ourselves a launch control, and away we go. The 1,500 brake horsepower. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. Hopefully a solid 200 through the camera at least, because if not, it's going to be a little bit disappointing. And there we go, at 208.65 and 228 off the end of the drag strip. But now let's go ahead and throw this thing back into the festival and go and make it ready for the road. Okay, let's go ahead and throw this thing back onto some slick racing tyres, and we'll go ahead and also just upgrade that gearbox and give us a few extra gears. That's a driveline. Where's my gearbox? Where's that? There it is. That's my gearbox. Right, let's go up to a 7-speed and then go and start racing. Well, I say racing is more like checking the top speed, but you get the idea. Where are you going? Hello? Okay, that was interesting. Anyway, let's go ahead and see what this thing can do. We'll go ahead and join them in the top speed run in 3, 2... stuff it, who needs numbers? Away we go. 1,500 brake horsepower, 7-speed gearbox. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. We've caught one of them. We've passed one of them. And out of the speed zone we go at 260.93 miles an hour with still our downhill and speed camera to go. And there it is, 267.38 miles an hour, and I believe that's the other one that took off earlier. Going downhill we've got 270. Do we have anything over that? Nope, just 270. Okay, time to go ahead and take this thing drifting. And before we do that, I think we're just going to go ahead and go back to semi-slicks real quick. So here we are now over at our local drift zone, so let's go ahead and just chuck this thing in and see what we can do, how sideways we can get, and how many points we can get as a result of that going sideways. Let's see what we can do going out of the first attempt with 39,059 points, which is good. But I think we can do better. Okay, here we go. Let's go ahead and just chuck it in here, see what we can do. Let's see if we can chuck the car about without chucking it into the... Never mind, didn't chuck it into the bridge. Well, we actually did, but oh well. 36,608 points. But yeah, I guess that's not too bad. If you do this thing professionally for drifting, then you will most likely get a much better score. But, well, that's what we had for now. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this thing. This car is definitely still worth picking up, especially if you like Mustangs and don't like rock climbing, because apparently this thing doesn't like doing it either. But I'll go ahead and see you all in the next video. And remember, this is a series reward, not a season reward, so there's a little bit more work required to go ahead and get this thing. But yeah, thank you for watching. I'll go ahead and see you all in the next one. Tech out. Bye. I'm doing donut.